All right, so the first thing on our agenda is the attendance. We're going to talk about understanding attendance sections. We've probably went over this once before, but if not, we'll get another refresher. There you go. I have it on my left side. I didn't know if you had it as well. These are basically um, every class period that you have. You can set it up and edit them, and pretty much make them to wherever you are, 3 hour class split, 4 hour class split, whatever your class session is actually is, and what day. So to add class sessions, you would go to add, which is our next one. And inside of here, you can add the actual date, how long, how many weeks, and pretty much you can make the whole span of your class just off of this one module here. And then inside of sessions, you can look at it by all, by month, by day, just so you can see where you keep attendance. You have a green bulb on your right side that says action. If it has like a little check swoosh, which would probably look something like,
That's when you've taken attendance.
yeah,
That day, yeah.
and just as he said, it was if your attendance is taken. You can set it up as a grade. You can set it up by how many hours. So we went in and added decimal. So if it's a 3.5 hour class, you can make the grade a 3.5. And what it does is it takes the total divided by what actual number they have, and it gives them a percent. And we have report, which is where you can see overall everything that's been taken. And as I said, that's what the number is taken for. It does. This is the actual over the total that they're supposed to have inside of report. And then you can export. And I guess if they ask for your grades, you can export it as a XML, which is basically, I think it's XML or it's XLS, which is Excel spreadsheet, yes sir, or Open Office format. So you have those choices, or just plain text, but the plain text is kind of messy. Um, and you can export your entire grade book, attendance grade book, over to whoever needs it. And that's pretty much the gist of attendance. Next thing is class modules and layout. This is a relatively easy one. We'll go to my home. You'll see whatever courses you're enrolled into as a professor. And as y'all had addressed inside of the meeting, you'll be able to see pretty much multiple classes other than just your own. So for editing the layout of the course, you just turn your editing on. You can edit any one of these. I think this is for the entire setting of the course, the general. So you can change your general description, anything like that. Anywhere you see the little sprocket gear thing, that's pretty much where you edit it. You can edit your titles for any of your weeks, as well as adding modules to your layout. You would just simply click on, and they have all these modules here. We went through a couple last time. This is the assignment. Basically, it's where anything that you want the student to turn in. If it's a paper copy, it could be a paper copy, but you would grade it here in Moodle. But as far as electronic type up or anything like that, they can submit it straight upload through the assignment module. You have your attendance as well, which we just went through. It's pretty much just the module to actually use the attendance. You have your chat, which is like a one-to-one or a peer-to-peer chat session between the entire class. You can set up how it's presented, color scheme, theme, all those good things inside of it. Choices is where you give a student a choice of something that they want to do, and they can give feedback back to you. So you have like two choices, whether you want to do a lab assignment or you want to just do something different. I don't know how you would set it up, but you give them choices. Database, I have not worked with this one too much, but as far as it, I think it's just to put a data bank information, like definitions and different things like that. External tool is where you can get grading feedback from external websites and URLs. So if you were to send them to a URL and it can give feedback, you'll be able to get a grading from it, like a quiz or something like that. Or you can actually just send them to another assignment, and just by them clicking on it, you know that they deserve 100 or they did a participation. Forum, we all know what a forum is. Ask questions, peer-to-peer answering. Um, Glossary, you can set up your own glossary, dictionary of different definitions that are important to the class. You have lessons to where you can make a whole interactive lecture straight from Moodle module. It's a little difficult, but it actually is very visually appealing once you actually make it. A quiz, this is your test and quiz. It doesn't really distinguish the two. It just says quiz, but they're for tests and quizzes, and you can put a weight on them to make them grade in a specific way. This one, I'm not too sure what it is. As it says, it's a collection of files, so you can put multiple files into a package and then present it in this way. But most of the time, I do a folder to present multiple files. A little bit easier, what we're used to. Survey. There's generated surveys that we have that Moodle has made for you, just like peer evaluation, course evaluation, a pre-assessment of the student and its morals and different things like that. They have those surveys given to you, or you can make your own survey. Wiki, pretty much is I think it's a source to get to your actual Wikipedia sources, I believe. And workshop, you can set up a workshop between students to submit content files and peer-to-peer editing and different things like that. And your resources, you can create a book, chapter, section, pretty much make an online book here. File is where you upload your lectures if you have a PDF that you want to display, a PowerPoint, a Word document, you would use file. The package is the same thing as the Scorum package. You can basically just put multiple files in there. A label is what you see here in the background. I label each lecture of what we're going to do today. Pretty much just a label. Separate, distinction. Page, you can put HTML inside of here. So if you want to like embed a video from YouTube or anything like that, you just embed it into a page and pretty much make your own in-house web page. URL, this is where you just put a simple link. So if you have a website you want them to go to, you just put the link there and they can just click on it and they don't have to worry about typing it in and all that good stuff. And that's pretty much the gist of your modules. And any one that you want to use, you just click on it, add it, and then you just fill out everything that it's asking for. And then from there, that's pretty much it. Either one. It depends on you. If you want them to go directly to YouTube, you would use URL. If you want them to just watch it directly inside of Moodle, you would make it a page.
Which one's more efficient?
I would say that it was the page.
Page?
Because
that way they don't feel like, oh man, they're just sending us to YouTube.
Yeah, right.
And like a quick example of how that would work,
Even though it is on YouTube.
You would just go to youtube.com. Let's say that we just chose Bessa Chopping, and we would go to share, embed, copy this, go back to Moodle, add, and we would go to page, add, you would type in the name. Yes. Classical music is the description. We will go to the HTML one here. Type that in. Click on it. And then we would just simply Control V. And our HTML goes in there. We would update. And you see the videos there. Save. So the first one is your sex